Ooh, I hear audio stuttering. I think we're good. Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Cheddar Fox channel. Today we're getting back with our streaming in screwdrivers. And, of course, we're here with our friend, Mr. Holleron.
Yes.
I keep saying it wrong. Okay. While I was getting the thumbnail, I noticed this vehicle here has issues. So, okay, this is the version that doesn't have issues, I should say. The only difference between these two is theoretically these two gears right here. So I got like high gear ratio and a low gear ratio, right? Everything else is theoretically the same. However, for whatever reason, this one only has 2 gears right now. Yet it still goes up to 200 and something kilometers an hour, so I don't know. I have no clue whatsoever. So I guess I'm gonna modify this and see if I can fix whatever the gearing bug is, because yeah. We shall see what we can do. Yeah, if I make this longer, no, it'd be under mechanical. I read it first time. Oh, I am not in campaign mode. Careers, what I meant.
I guess that would help.
It makes a difference in part limits. That's about it. Pretty much the only difference. I'm curious, did it keep the part deleted? It did keep the part deleted. Interesting. Do I need a 5 here? I might. I mean, I guess I could do this and stick one of these in here. But then that doesn't really solve that issue. That just moves the issue. Kinda. Somewhat moves it, somewhat doesn't. No useful shapes in there. Oh, I guess I could just make this one longer. That'd help. I guess 2 long works too. That is actually more robust. Which also...
If I just sit here and watch the result, it will happen.
And then I guess I could use a longer one of these now. 6 long? No. 5 long? Yes. So, calculate that, and let's see if it understands the gear system now. Well, it definitely added at least 1 gear. No, it fixed the gear system. Oh, look at that. I have Steam notifications turned on. Why do I have Steam notifications turned on? Those should be turned off.
Yeah,
I turned those off. I thought I turned those off. Alright, hold on 1 second, yeah. Technical difficulty screen. And I will turn those off. Because they should not be on. Notifications. No, do not show toast notifications ever. I don't know how that got turned back on. Anyway. There we go. Okay, that's fixed now. Because nobody needs to see when people I know are playing online. There's no point in that. Done. You can disable the UI in the builder. I had no idea. Either way, we supposedly fixed the gearing system, so... Okay. It must have just been thinking it was moving, and so it didn't have that gear, when in reality it was just skipping, and so it was like, oh, you're not there. When in reality it was there, and it just needed 1 more layer of support. I wonder how this is going to affect handling. Because I know last time we were playing, just small changes were making some big differences. It's crazy that this is the
Two
only
whole
one we
weeks
have
ago.
gold on so far. Sorry, what'd you say?
But that was 2 whole weeks ago.
It was. Yep. Because last week I was on a trip with our church. So.
Oh, you're busy.
I was busy. Very, very busy. Why do I feel like it's missing handling? Oh, I completely overshot that. I feel like the handling is missing. Where is it gone? It is not turning tight. Oh. Like if we're not watching the minimap. I should have the chat pulled up so I can read it. Nothing on the YouTube chat, nothing on the Twitch chat.
Yeah.
Alright, perfect. What messages we have missed? I doubt this is going to be a gold time, but that was really interesting how the suspension completely discompressed there. Decompressed? That's how you say it. Discompressed. That sounds weird. Oh, that's a corner. Wow, this grass is laggy. The frame rate. Yeah, the next upgrade for this PC is either going to be a power supply or a GPU. The power supply for said GPU if that GPU becomes a thing. For sure. I have no doubt in my mind that will be what we will do. Ah, who says I have to take the road? Probably a little faster.
Yeah.
Curiosity. As they say, curiosity killed the cat. My grandpa's a saying, satisfaction brought it back.
Yeah, I've never heard the extension of the... I don't know.
Would that be an idiom? I think that might be an idiom.
Like,
I forget what an idiom is, but I think it's an idiom.
yeah, that's accurate, I think. I just looked it up.
Sweet. Nice, 34.
Satisfaction brought it back.
Yeah, satisfaction brought it back. Look at that. All right, and gold time is pretty much 30 seconds faster. I have no idea how anyone's getting gold on these, not gonna lie. It's crazy.
Well, you haven't unlocked the jet engine yet.
Jet engine, what? There's a jet engine?
No, I don't think there is.
I don't think so either. There is this engine though, which bronze and tarmac tyrant with supercharger extension, only combustion, and okay, supercharger extension 0 to only combustion engines in tarmac tyrant. Where is tarmac tyrant anyway? Oh, that's not it. Not free play on career. Tarmac tyrant. Oh, this guy. Right, so we have to finish all this first. So we're actually close to unlocking that next motor, theoretically. Not too far off. I wonder if there's a more weight-efficient way to do these steering bearings. Someone commented on one of the previous live streams, they're like, why don't you just take the weights off the front? And it's like, well, because it messes up our center of mass and that doesn't steer right. But then, of course, we could move the engines forward, but the issue is we have gearbox up there, so it's not so simple. Like, so unless we were to move the engines forward and then move it to rear-wheel drive, which I haven't tried a rear-wheel drive car in ages, so maybe that's a good idea, but my experience, they spin out a lot more. Whoop. Whoa.
I think Unity has an opinion of you.
I think so. It says, Mr. Cheddar must bounce. He's one energetic guy.
Yes.
It's like, you think you're a good driver? How about this?
Yeah, dodge invisible speed bump.
I think it's a little more than a speed bump. just a little bit. Might be a ramp or a wall. Speed bump might be taking it lightly.
It's a landmine.
Yeah, pretty much. What game? What is this? What is this landmine? Okay, that one was visible. I could actually see that one. Hold on, let's see if I can see it again. Right? You can see the lip.
Oh yeah.
I'm braking just trying to drive over it.
What?
I think the roads need some remodeling. And admittedly, I think maps are being redesigned right now, right? So, plus there's a new map being made.
I think they said, yeah.
Yeah. Which is probably why the ghost times are being redone. I thought this thing had more than 4 gears. No, maybe that makes sense. No, that should make sense. Or is logically accurate. Why was the other version of the car that was also having issues? Okay, apparently the other version of the car that had a different gear ratio was also having issues because it thought it had like 7 gears.
Oh, that's right.
Game! Whoops, I took a screenshot. Oh no.
Capturing your best moment.
This is fine. Oh no. Okay, fine. Backwards is. Or not. Whoa. Whoa. Lip there. Whoa, drifty. Why do we have no rear traction? Tires, what are you doing?
That is so weird.
Ah, wrong direction. Yeah, we're not getting bronze on this one.
Oh, yeah.
Look at our poor suspension as we go up that hill, though. Very, very problematic. Oh. Majestic.
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 Great view from here.
Yeah, pretty much.
You might as well put wings on it at this point.
Right? Oh boy. Well, that was oof, top 99%. That is so bad. Congratulations, we're the worst 1% in the world. Wow. Now, I might just be getting extra suspension bounces because of this design, but that is bad. Oh no. Yeah. I'm curious, if we go to This one still has a significantly different gear ratio. Mass 3 kilograms. Excuse you? 3 kilograms.
Oh wow, it's weightless.
That means parts falling off, and that's the one being calculated for weight, if to my understanding. Where's the loose part? Something's loose. Somewhere. Ready to fall off. Why does this song feel slightly sped up and flat to me right now? Maybe it's because I got so used to the slowed down version. Okay, recalculate that, see if we have the correct amount of gears now. That makes more sense. I don't know what this little edge is. That's interesting. The other one doesn't do that. It's interesting. This thing is already very lightened down. Lightened up. Lightened up? Yeah, that's how you say it. Oh, this version also has the engine mounted difference. Wait a second. I know the one with the engine mounted different didn't perform as well on handling. Probably because of the slight weight shift. If I hit X on... select it and hit X. I'll see what my center of mass is. Assuming it calculates correctly. Oh, it's taking a minute to calculate. Like, oh,
hey,
wait a minute. Something's different. Oh, it's taking way too long to calculate. Hold on.
Yeah, this is absurd.
Something's fish. There we go. That makes more sense. Okay. Center of mass, top down. Pretty much dead center. So that's good. It's a little bit forward. The mass is still 3 kilograms.
Yeah.
Which, wait a second. If it's calculating center of mass, and if the mass is 3 kilograms, then...
Yeah, I don't think it's
maybe
accurate.
it's that's the part that's dropping right in there.
Yeah, could be. Could be right there.
Be
That's where the disconnect is from the rest of the car.
possibly, yeah. That seems to be all working right. Oh, wait. Nope. Wrong one. This one. I found it. Alright, try that again. Extra turbo sitting there. Alright, now our mass is not 3 kilograms.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah. It's funny how a loose part entirely messes up the calculations.
Yeah.
I think that guy was right, though. If we had found a way to move all this weight forward, we could get rid of these blocks. And then, after that, we just need to find a way to do the gear system different. But having it so low is already difficult, so... it's tricky.
Right.
So we'll give this a shot again. This time we have the higher gear ratio vehicle. Why are we going so much faster? We have 5 gears on this one. What?
Hey, that turbo was bad.
Something's funky. This should not be performing so much better than the other one. Also, why do 5 gears? What? Okay, hold up. Something's fishy. Something's fishy. Go to calculations. Actually, hold on. No, I need to go manual gear shift mode. I need to see all the gears that exist. Settings. Manual gear shifting. On. Go to vehicle and then E to edit and X. And now I want to manually shift gear. I was doing the thing again. E to edit. Calculate it. There you go. Okay, apparently I did not set it to manual mode. What? What? Right? Oh, it's probably because I didn't hit apply. Yeah, I see. Apply. One, two. We got 1 gear, 2 gear, 3 gear, 4 gear, 5 gear, 6 gear. That doesn't even make sense. What is it doing? The first 2 gears is just it moving back and forth the front one. That doesn't even make sense.
Huh, yeah. It's not like...
It's like just doing this for the first 3 gears. Like, why?
Yeah, it is so strange.
I mean, as long as it functions correctly, I don't care. Does this have a different engine setup than the other one too? And then what was this one? This one, oh yeah, this is just the turboed version. Right. That is a different engine setup. Yeah, this one's got lower engine. But it should have the same horsepower. It's just a different configuration. Oh yeah, and then this one technically should be bugging, shouldn't it? Because then... Ah, no, because it's small gear that's on the thing, so it shouldn't clip still. Theoretically. Anyway, as long as it functions. No idea why we're getting such inconsistent results. But it doesn't matter. We should not be accelerating that much faster than the other one. Oh, now he's caught up. Oh, I'm still in gear 1. Hold on. There's your gear shift off, because in this game it has literally no advantage. Restart. Yeah, it skips straight to gear 4, so clearly the way it's calculating gears is wrong. But, I mean, as long as it's still functioning.
Exist.
Oh yeah, so that one is accelerating faster on some straights. That's interesting. Weird. Oh, I cannot turn. Okay. I need to restart. I think I just need to learn this track, honestly. That's probably my biggest issue. This one might be able to handle better than the other one because the weight is further forward, theoretically. It might make a difference.
Just don't know.
Not ain't bad. Oh, that slide was interesting. I didn't intentionally start it. What in the world? Our whole rear end is slippy. What in the world are we slippy? Whoa! And our traction's back. What? What game? Game, what was that? And there's no traction on that corner. What? What is this? It's like the track is entirely inconsistent. I'm not sure if it's the track or the car or both. Then there's unity bounces. Oh, the game was not happy with that corner. Yeah. Look at the car suspension. It's like, I'm trying. Alright, alright. Well, we're over the other Unity bounce, so... What is that one? We skipped one of the Unity bounces by taking the first one. Positive outlooks. We're still doing much better than our previous attempts. Alright.
That's true. That's true.
Totally intentional. Totally work.
We show off.
It's like we have so much extra time, we can waste time by doing donuts around the corner. I'm not even sure if you can call that donut. That's just... I don't know what to call that. Oh, this is the bad corner.
True.
Yes. Whoa, that corner's got issues.
Issues indeed.
The suspension is so bouncy there. What is that? I have no traction here. There's traction. I wonder if they need to overhaul the road system. Like how they make the roads. Because certain tracks seem very polished, but it seems like it has to be manually done. Because when it's not manually done, it just ends up rough, like some of these corners.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious it has issues, but I don't know the process they went through in putting it together, so I don't know.
They probably have some sort of script that automatically generates the road based on a spline that they draw, which is like a squiggly line, essentially. It's a funny word for a squiggly line. Mathematical word.
Yeah.
That's much better. Yay, we're no longer. That's acceptable. All right, let's see if we can do silver time. We can do silver time on that. Yeah, okay, let's try back to the other car, though. I'm actually kind of wondering if the reason why the one design was faster wasn't because it was actually faster, but just because we got so used to how the one was handling.
Oh.
Makes me wonder. Because like that theoretically would be... Oh wait, I need to rotate it. There we go. Because theoretically, this should be lower center of mass and should handle better, right? Theoretically.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Now I'm wondering. Close this one. Did the other one have a small gear on that back thing? No, it just left a gap there. That does make me wonder what effect it would have if I actually filled up that gap.
I don't know.
So if I made this a small gear, I think it would rev cap much faster, but call me a curious flop that over. Shuffle that down. And put a small gear in. I want to see what it does. And then now we have this backwards. We can also flop these two over. And make it even more space efficient, theoretically. Well. Maybe.
Maybe.
No, because there's nothing really connected to in there. Well, I'm not sure if you can even call that space efficiency either. It'd be more like... I don't know. Figures, why don't we have a turbo on this thing?
Because... I don't know.
Oh, we can put the turbo in there, though. Hold up. We can put the turbo in there. Even if... Because these do work on both sides. Which is very convenient. To my understanding, that's a functional turbo position. I want to see how that calculates. What's that do? Oh.
Well, you did leave a floating turbo.
Interesting. Oh, yep, I did. Because it says 3 kilograms.
Oh, yep. I guess turbos do that.
Maybe that's these guys? Try that again. Nope, I still have floating somewhere. And yes, those turbos were acting. They were making a difference. So put them back.
It's in the far back right corner.
Oh, this guy? Oh, yep. I see him. I see. Very good.
Yeah.
Back. Try that again. Better. That might be interesting. So let's compare that to...
It's a minor change.
Yeah, let's compare that to the other version, which doesn't have that now. This one? Yes, this one. It moves the weight forward more. Yeah, this one has a much higher top speed, but that low-end acceleration is quite different. However, the mid-range is actually surprisingly similar. In fact, it might actually be better on the mid-range on this one. That's interesting. That's actually really interesting. Hold on. Let me make a duplicate of this guy. Because... this one? Yes. Duplicate it. Swap back. I want a direct comparison between that and... this. So compare that to... this one? Yes. I want to see the difference between these two. Oh, interesting. So it's like all the peaks are the same, it's just lower down. So that is noticeably worse. That is interesting. Okay, now I got a curiosity. What if we go like that? Yeah. So now we have... it might be lighter this way too. Because it moves it back up to that other graph. So we got the 3 versus the... I guess there isn't really a direct comparison here. That's probably the closest direct comparison. No, not, because that's the one with big gear. So that's the closest direct comparison. Oh. Why is this one better? I mean, it should be the same. Because it's got the same engines. They all have the same amount of turbos. Like, every engine on this one's got turbo. Is that the case for the other one, too? Power 325, 347. Why? What is the difference between these? Oh, this one has an extra engine in it. Oh, that makes a difference. Okay, so if we take this guy and then stick the extra engine in it that we can, say like this. Wow. Boys. I'm gonna move these back to the side. There you go. So now that should be equivalent, theoretically.
Theoretically.
Yeah. And we compare that to... Which one was it? This one? Yes, this one. Yeah, they got the exact same curve now. That's good. That makes sense. Yeah, with the only difference between them being... I do think this one's better technically because the weight's further forward, so let's just get rid of this guy. Super Speed Reimagined Hybrid. Yeah. Make sure I'm deleting the right one. Okay. And then we got, yeah, those two, which are still different. I'm gonna try again without these weights. I don't think this is gonna go well.
Yeah.
But it might.
It'll be fun.
It'll be interesting. And we do know we can make it lighter by doing this. It was handling worse that way to my understanding, but that might have just been a coincidence of me being so used to how I was handling the other way. Right, so in reality, it might not be the case. Because this is lighter, so theoretically it should be better. Alright. I gotta see if I can get the extra 6 or so seconds on this course. I think we can. Just one mistake less and we could do it, so...
Yeah, that's... You're going for silver.
That's interesting. We're accelerating slower than both of those ones. I do not understand the way it calculates ghosts on this thing. Wow, our handling is... Oh, that makes sense because I took off the weights. Alright, let's go building.
Oh, right. Uh-huh.
And admittedly, the extra weight on the front might also... Oh, I can't just backspace it. Alright, fine. Make me do it manually. The extra weight on the front might also contribute to more traction on the get-go, too. Because that might literally be the acceleration difference. Yep, that made an acceleration difference. Not humongous, but a little bit. Oh, I completely overshot that. down on that corner so it don't go off the edge. Beautiful. Yeah, I think winning with a silver in this case is gonna be just simple as, come on, recover. We're good, good. Yeah, be as simple as just not making as many mistakes.
I think you got this.
I think so. Ooh, watch this corner. Bad corner. This is the bumpy one. There we go. We're good. This section of the track needs some polishing by the devs for sure.
You should help them paint it.
Yeah. I'll drive the car over it. You guys pave it.
Yeah.
It's like, I'll test for all the bumpy spots. We are cooking our previous records. Crazy what not making mistakes can do. Oh. Wow. I was like, I'm gonna slow down for this corner so I don't wipe out, and then it wipes out anyway. I'm like, okay. I'm losing all our time. That's fine. We're still in the silver. We got this. We got this. We're good.
You're on record pace.
For sure. Don't hit that bump and don't hit that bump. Perfect. Dodge both of the bounces. Nice. Much better. Beautiful. How far are we from a gold here? We got personal best 3.5, and we need, okay, 30 less seconds pretty much. So we're not doing that right now for sure, but
Yeah.
nevertheless, we are getting closer.
Oh. I just noticed your co-fire changed.
You did? Oh, yes.
You've doubled it.
Yeah, that was a little bit ago. I think I did it after last time we streamed.
I only ever look at it like moments like these.
Yep. I'm getting good at spotting the movement of the chat out of the corner of my eye. Pretty much every time the stream element spot chats in the Twitch one, I notice it now. So that is good. But that said, that only is the case if I actually remember to open the chat. Oh, this corner's weird. This course is a lot more polished, a lot less bouncy, weird stuff. Ew.
That's good. That's very good.
Overshot that corner bad though.
It's all skill, no chance.
Yes. Skill is good. Ooh, look at that, we're gaining. Gaining. I can cut this corner probably? Yes, I can. Nice. This two-lapper? Oh, yeah, this is two-lapper. Alright, second lap. Alright, explains it. Go. Yes. Whoa. Drop me down, please. Perfect. We'll still get a silver on this, even with that one bounce. We'll see.
Yeah.
It's 35 seconds. That's a good gap. I'm about to make 3 more seconds on this straight. I'm noticing we're not redlining, which means we're actually hitting the engine's power output max.
Yeah.
Before we're... So it's not getting to a shift point, theoretically. Top 24% in Barracuda and 51 overall. Interesting. So for our class, we did all right. All right, here we go. This looks like an interesting map. Doing a U-turn? We are doing a U-turn. Woo! Too much U.
It's a me turn.
Me turn. Oh. The corner's a little weird. Alright. Okay, restart. Oh, look at that. You chatted in the chat. I did not see that.
I put that in, I said that right as you were talking about how we do our spotting chat.
And I didn't see it. The irony. I'm like, I'm getting better at this. I'm noticing. Well, you can't catch all of them, I guess. For quite a while, I was looking for a way to have an audible ping every time it happened, but I couldn't find a way to do it. So... I like dirt in the air. Where are we going? This way? Okay. Well, this road's bouncy. I noticeably have less traction on the corners that are weirdly bouncy.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
If you're not on the road,
True.
then you have no grip.
True, true. But I mean, like, even on the road, but... Or you mean just, like, because I'm bouncing, so the tires are in the air?
Well, yeah, because you're bouncing, you'd have no traction.
Right. It's weird how consistent it is, though, because it's like... It's as if the tires actually just have a lower traction rating. It's very consistent. It's predictable, even.
You know, maybe one day, when you have thousands of viewers on each stream at a time, you'll get those audible pings with each message and you'll hate it.
Yeah, that's fair. Because I wouldn't be able to respond to them all while I'm playing the game. Not really.
Yeah, at that point.
I think there's a reason Scrapman doesn't do many live streams, and it's probably just because he's so popular that it wouldn't be practical for most situations. He also just likes to have a lot more of a content plan, and you can't really plan much out with a stream, so there is that.
Yeah.
Nice. Personal best, gold time. Ooh. We're actually not as far from the gold time as I expected. But that said, it's a shorter track, so not too shabby though.
True.
Not too shabby. Oh, wrong button. I kind of like the look of those yellow engines. So what's the acceleration on this versus this? Acceleration on this one's significantly higher, but handling is so much worse that it really doesn't make much of a difference. For reference, I'll swap back to it for now, and I want to see how it drives. Because this thing theoretically has really good acceleration, but it doesn't do anything if you can't have traction for it, so.
Right.
There's a little lag on this course. It really does accelerate, that's for sure. Whoa. This suspension is not for this track. You know, I'm just gonna restart. I was like, should I build or should I? I was indecisive. The amount of tire spin we get, the fact that we even get tire spin in second gear is crazy. You were already going 200 and something. That's crazy. Alright. But no, this sort of corner, you get one of your 4 tires in the air and it starts doing weird stuff because how the suspension's compressing. So I can't take it too fast, otherwise it starts doing weird stuff. This thing drives a lot more like a little RC car. Whoa!
Yeah.
Oops, screenshot.
Free thumbnail.
My screenshot button is right beside my backspace button, so. Oh, that's not a road. Still works. That's funny. I've looked at my Cheddar character lately and I've realized I should totally add like up and down and left and right head movement for those axes of rotation. Because originally I was thinking of adding a way to actually make it look like it was rotating, but I'm like, that would be a lot of work to make something 2D look 3D when I can instead just make some 3D. And I have been working on the 3D one for quite a while, but it would actually not be hard to implement just a simple up, down, left, right feature. for the head.
That's true. I see what you mean. Yeah.
So I
You
should
could totally do that.
because like that's like 2 or 3 parameter difference. I could probably do it in
Yeah.
30 minutes if I remember how to use the software. Which that might be the hard
And
part.
even if it only moves,
True, right?
even if it only moves just a little bit, it'll be more expressive.
Yeah. Wow, this grass is laggy. Give it there's no way to disable the
Just
grass.
tell it to go away.
I want to actually try to take this one fast and see what it does. Yeah, see, that's what happens if we try to go up too fast. It just... Whoa. Backspace? That's actually not a bad reset point. Kinda. I don't know what we hit there, but anyway, that was silly. 150, this thing handles like a dream. 200, it starts having issues. Which is kind of what this track really requires to do well, honestly. It's kind of interesting. The more narrow wheelbase, I think actually allows it to handle better. Or at least it seems more narrow. It's hard to tell.
I think it is. You don't have those like buffer extensions on the suspension.
True,
Like
but
on
I have a
the car.
different suspension style too, right? This suspension
That's
is
true.
longer.
That's true.
So, I'm not sure.
You could measure it.
Yeah, it wouldn't be hard. I do love the acceleration on this thing. It's very punchy. It's got its place for sure. Like those straightaways, it just shines. Alright. Let's see, where do we get? Silver? Probably got silver. Let's see. What? Not a single one? Silver time is 4 minutes 18. Oh, sheesh. Wow. Okay.
30 seconds.
Like the acceleration on that thing, no doubtably is just high. But it's interesting, yeah. You can see the acceleration difference between these is quite interesting. This one's
sure,
quite a lot
yeah.
lighter. Why is that one so much lighter? Wait a minute, what's causing the big weight difference between these? They should be about the same weight.
I don't know. The spoiler on the back is different.
It is. Huh. Because they both have the same amount of engines. Like I said, it's only a couple kilograms, so theoretically it's only like a couple blocks. Like, I know we have extra blocks right there. We don't have this one. Which, speak of which, I don't know if this one's actually connected. How? Hold on. How is that engine connected? Oh, it's just not. It looks like it is, but it's not. I mean, that technically wouldn't be hard to fix, though, because that's a slot, right? Put a thing right in there. Connect it properly. There you go. Problem solved. I should do that with the other one. Oh, we also have a random turbo sitting here. Oh, no, wait, no, that one's connected. Now I'm curious. If we do the swapperoo here, just do the one longer thing here. Oh, so we can't do that because of this guy.
That's unfortunate.
True. That adds 400, that adds 300. Which compared to the 1,000 or whatever is not significant. That's only 0.25 kilograms. Well, this is like 9 kilograms, and that's 60 kilograms. So, definitely... It's interesting. This has a surprisingly low RPM. Or no, wait, no, RPM's at the bottom. That's Newton meters. Oh, it actually has a much higher RPM. Interesting, but the Newton meters are lower. So if you want to use it properly, you would have to essentially half the gear ratio. I don't know. Either way. Yeah, that was just got all the turbos and superchargers on it, so it's extra heavy. And this one was light, but its acceleration is very low comparatively. Out of curiosity, I want to go back to this thing, see what it does. Because, like, it's got a very interesting power curve comparatively to, say, this guy.
Yeah.
I haven't used it for ages. And there's also these ones too. That's only 1,000 though versus 3,000. Or like 2,000 versus 3,000. Because like, we got 3,000 here, but... There's so many versions.
Yeah.
And they're all specialized at different things, which is the weird part. Dog race. Those extra tires definitely add acceleration. Our top speed is not there. This thing handles weird. I'm so used to the other one now that this thing just feels weird.
Yeah. It has a lot of travel.
It handles insanely well, but it's also does that. Weird. Okay. I'll have to relearn how to use this thing. Its launch is insane though. Just like, bye! And then that thing quickly catches up. And we could just take this corner so much tighter. Nope. I'm noticing the only stability issues with it are from how high it is off the ground. Which makes me wonder if it would do better if I lowered the suspension to a different type.
It sounds like the most, too simple a solution.
I don't know.
There is a problem you're about to run into.
Don't spin out. That thing does seem more stable at high speeds. And I think it is the height. With that said, this thing naturally is a tall vehicle.
It is very much so.
Because it's got multiple layers of gears, height-wise. Even off-road, that thing tractions pretty well because of the extra tires. That's crazy. I think the amount of gears on this thing is a little overkill, I think. Repair.
You are... It does have a lot of gears.
Oh, we caught up. That's interesting. Oh, that's a corner. This is fine.
This is fine. Everything's fine.
Yeah, you can really kind of whip it around the corners with this thing. The extra tires do make a difference like that. The impression the whole gearbox should be tuned to a higher ratio because it's getting to gear 8 way faster than I'd want it to. And it's capping out the RPM before it's capping out the gearbox for sure. I forget what my look backwards button is. Alt? Yes. Yes, it is Alt. Thank you. We discovered this when?
It was funny last
2 streams ago? Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go to building. It's quite
You're about to find out.
Right, so that's how I did the gear ratio like that. Right, so that's why it's stepping down the power so much. It's because I have this set up here. So it would be better if I did either a 1-to-1 there. Yeah, that's not hard to do a 1-to-1 there. I just got to go these guys. Problem solved. That's a 1-to-1. And that'll be a better gear ratio. And then all these weights at the front is kind of crazy.
Yeah, they are.
I wonder if adding... No, because that would move the center mass further back. Crazy how just one electric motor here makes a pretty big difference to the power output, though. Oh yeah, we have one upside down motor in there. Oh, whoops. I deleted a gear. You get back there.
Ah.
Honestly? This has more gears than it needs anyway. I could just simplify it down and say, like, 2 medium gears here and just call it a day. Remove this whole top layer. We'll test it how it is first.
Big deal.
One change at a time. One change at a time.
Yeah.
Because this won't really change how it handles much, but it'll change how it accelerates for sure. Yeah, that one's got more power, noticeably. Because once he gets to the higher RPMs, he pulls away. But now we have the capability to, in a long stretch, whoa. Yeah. Interesting. Still need to lower that center mass. Okay, I'm gonna go to building. Before I make any further modifications, I'm gonna duplicate this thing. Duplicate.
Duplicate.
Because we don't need to change the old version, really. That'll be a lot of weight savings. That simplifies things a bit. It's just a little. That actually insanely lowered the center mass. It's kind of crazy.
Oh.
I could actually swap these out too now if I wanted to. Like I could go... We'll leave it for now. I like the RPM these motors can go up to.
Yeah.
Actually, hold on. Calculate. We'll just do a direct comparison. We don't even have to do much. Huh? Oh, I guess that makes sense because we got rid of some of the gear levels, so it can't quite go as high now. Caps out way lower. Interesting. So I guess our ratio up and top there was affecting things, but that shouldn't be too hard to counteract. All we got to do is... What's the easiest way to fix this? I put a small gear there, but then I need a small gear here. Oh, that's not hard. Hold on. Yeah, that works. There we go. That's a more useful. That's much more useful. And now our center mass is lower too. Acceleration still 50 meters a second, although with these double tires it really does do quite a lot more. And I don't think we'll need the double weights at the front now. We could probably go down single weights. Give me. I changed my suspension setup. I don't need nearly as much spring force. Copy, close, paste. There we go. Give me. This will be interesting. Quite the comparison. Frame rate's still terrible on that first stretch.
Yeah, the grass.
Oh, our handling is gone. What? Not gone entirely, but that's as tight as we turn now. What?
Weird. You have 4 steering tires.
Does having the weight up higher somehow make us turn tighter?
Like you're leaning with the turns.
Maybe. Wait a second, I definitely missed a checkpoint. But that is weird. All the tires are steering still, so theoretically it should be the same, but clearly it's not.
weird.
Yeah. I'll try this one again. See how it feels different. I don't know, maybe that high up center mass actually is helping us. In some ways. What in the world? Probably has more to do with the amount of mass than the center mass. Weird. Huh. But yeah, no, that noticeably is better handling. Tip over 0.3 versus point. The tip over scale is not that different, actually. This one's got more acceleration.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
Which makes sense, because it's better gear ratio, I guess. Oh, interesting. The max speed is the same, but the one's just got better acceleration because of the gears. It's quite a lot lighter, though. Weird. Huh. I don't got a clue. I think I'm gonna try to race it with this one and see if I can get a good score with this. Yeah, we have noticeably less handling. It's so weird. It's not bad at amount of handling. Well, this is me turning for left full on.
What? That's crazy.
Maybe we need more weight in the back. Hold on. That we might have overmoved our center mass. Because admittedly, we have two weights on the front of this thing.
That's true. You could scooch them over.
Well, even just remove them entirely, I think. Maybe. Hold on. If I do... Yeah, okay, we're gonna have to do that. That's fine. Engines. Put a zap drive in there. I don't think that's a way to connect it, though. No, we could connect it like that. That works.
It's fine.
That'll function.
It'll work. Yeah.
And then how's this gear system in here?
I don't think you...
Wait, what is going on in here? What in the world? Oh, I see. There's three options. What is this gear doing? Oh, it's just transmitting power to this axle, which it don't want it to touch that thing. That's what it is. Okay. I mean, the engine only needs that one connection point anyway, so put a calculator on it. See what it does. Yeah, it's about what I expected. Huh. Plus, we're replacing some of those weights in the front too, so that is actually a beneficial upgrade, theoretically. And it's not as... the weight isn't as far forward, so it should still handle relatively similarly. I don't know if that's more weight, less weight. Probably about the same amount of weight, but we moved it back still. So... and those rear springs are really high. Handling, where are you? I'm steering full left. Wow. Why do I not have any handling when I'm going that fast?
I don't know.
It doesn't make logical sense.
Maybe you just need more weight in the back.
Maybe. I do not recall what that was for, but it's now gone.
Whoops. Yeah, I don't know what it was. Must have been from your previous gearbox or something.
Actually, I guess that's gonna keep the center mass about the same as just removing the front and back.
Oh, yeah.
So I might as well just do that. Here. Now, let's see how that calculates. We'll see. We'll see. Same. Okay. Well, I guess I could test the handling in here, though. No reason I can't. Oh, I have a notification on Discord.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
What is the notification on Discord? It's not telling me. That's fine.
Buy me a pizza.
That seems like it's handling better. Still pretty shallow. I think I need more downforce in the front. That's turning tighter. Well, let's give it a shot.
We'll give it.
We shall give it a go. Yeah, you can tell that thing's got more engine power. Once it gets away, it really gets away. But this thing's got the handling. Okay, definitely more handling than we had. We can actually make that corner now, so that's good. Can't do it particularly well, but we don't need to. We just have to do it well enough. That's only third gear? Whoa. Whoa. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Really, I think this thing only has 4 gears, so I guess that's not too surprising. Handling? No. But I think that's the worst part of the race for this whole vehicle, so I think we'll make a comeback. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Shortcut.
Shortcut. Oh yeah, I forgot this thing's really handy when you drift it. And because it's acceleration's so pretty good. Whoa. We're still 9 seconds ahead of the best. That's interesting. The difference between Gear 1 and Gear 2 is practically nothing. Gear 2 and Gear 3 has quite a change, though.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Actually, is Gear 1 and 2 the same RPM? Because if so, we should just just be calculating it wrong. I don't know. That's weird. If I hit the brakes, it actually straightens this out. I'm thinking I have too much braking power on the back.
Oh, yeah.
So I want to be able to turn tighter when I'm braking, not turn less tight.
Right.
If I use the parking brake, that works though. I can still corner like that, so.
Oh, the shortcut, though.
Yeah. I think we did faster that way. This is the finish line, right? So let's just... Oh, not the finish line. All right. This is the finish line. All right. Interesting. It really goes to show how much a vehicle gets specialized for the track you're designing it for. Because you swap that back to an old design and you can get such better performance. Weird. Like, admittedly, we slightly modified it, but still. Makes me wonder what else we could do to it. Bells? Bells. Yeah, that's a word. So we could...
Yes. If you just put more power, it'll be faster.
Kinda. Kinda what I'm thinking.
It's so simple.
So compare that. Yeah. Nice. But yeah, I don't know what to make of such a big handling difference. Like, maybe the spring force is still too high, or I don't know. There, close it. What are these set to? Wait, that's your only setting? Is steerable no? Why is that the only setting? There's no way that's supposed to be the only setting. Those are all whole and suspension pieces. Like, where's the rest of the settings? So we should get rid of these brakes. So they are causing issues. Put more braking in the front. We have fancy rims. Maybe I always had fancy rims. I don't know. Anyway. Engines? No, mechanical. Brakes. That should handle a bit better. I question whether this thing's worth its weight. Well, let's calculate. We'll see. What? Mm-hmm. I forgot there's something of a bug for how it calculates power there, but this should actually be a higher... This should look like more like the green curve. That should be more accurate. So why is it looking like the blue curve? Like, I know the green curve should be more accurate based on what engines are actually in it. Okay, so real world analytics here versus that's the exact same. There's no change there. Nothing. Speaking of which, our engines aren't actually mounted.
Yeah, I noticed that. They're kind of
Wobbling a little. I'll just stick this in here somewhere, and that there, and grab a long one, and then a short one, and we'll just call it a day. Beautiful. Now they're all connected to each other, and they all connect on that one side. Which actually might balance out the center mass a little better. I don't know. Hard to say. Okay, wait. So if that little guy adds such a weird... No, because it's not real-world performance. It's just a statistics bug. Right?
Yeah.
Because it's how the... It's a statistics bug because the shifter is going into it versus not. So sometimes it's connected, sometimes it's not. Mess up the analytics. I want to try this one again. We'll see what we do. Kind of curious. Although we had these high speeds a bit, but elsewise it's actually pretty similar. Ooh, I think we have more handling. It's less consistent handling, but it... Okay, I don't know. That's weird. It's like it's kind of got more and kind of got less. Weird. Hello. Why does not want to turn left? I do not know. That's the weirdest corner for this vehicle, though. What's up with it? I have no clue.
It is up.
Yeah. Weird. It's like the weight of the extra engines perfectly offsets the gains, except for in handling, which is just worse. So it's almost like having less is better in some ways.
Yeah. And then your lead would change too, right?
Yeah. Yeah, when I'm braking, it just straightens out. I don't know what that's all about. It cannot steer while it's braking. Which tells me the weight is shifting forward when I'm braking? Or I'm losing traction when I'm braking.
You do have all of your brakes in movement.
Yeah, that was because theoretically you would get more... You theoretically steer harder by doing that, though. Right? Because it'll start catching and then kind of whip you around while the rear tire's still going. Well, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking that through backwards. Like, I know that's generally the rule of thumb when it comes to brakes, but maybe not in this case.
I don't know.
Because you'd think with it pulling on the back, it would straighten it out, right?
Yes, yeah, that's logic.
That's logic. But then maybe it's pushing or pulling so hard from the front that we're losing traction entirely, and so then it's just slipping instead of gripping. Maybe? I don't know. I don't know. Interesting how the lower end is entirely the same. Upper end, we see some differences as we start running to the power limitations of the engines. Full left. This is full left.
That's awful.
Yeah. I said that previous version had that issue too. Maybe not as much, but hard to tell. Anyway, gold 13 seconds. I wonder if we catch up on that. Maybe. No, just slowing down this thing in general just pulls it straight. What? No matter how I have the brake set up. Like, that's still pulling me straighter. Which means it has more to do with how the weight's shifting. I'm not bottoming out in the front, am I? Because that would explain a lot if we are.
You do have a lot of weight up there.
These are compressing quite a bit.
Yeah.
Call me curious. If I do the exact opposite. Because maybe we're just sliding on the ground the whole time. Maybe that was our issue. Because that would explain why we have so much less traction.
Yeah.
It feels better. Whoa. Whoa, that handle's different. So as soon as you get up to speed, it just whips. You look at that. Whoa.
Now you can turn.
Yeah, but it oversteers.
Well, yeah, but now you
Tune it.
now you can tune it.
Yes, that's true. Because we know what the oversteering issue is. Theoretically. We just have to add more weight to the front and remove spoilers. Theoretically. So we just go like you and add some weights. Theoretically, that will make a difference. Zoom, zoom. Whoa. Whoa. It did that by itself.
It's not good.
It's like it steers, but now it oversteers again. Which means I need more weight in the front. So I might have to go back to the 2 in the front setup. Because yeah, I can't have that kind of oversteering. That's going to be a problem. Back to garage, back to building.
All of this from Spring Force.
Right? Well, maybe we have it too high then. Maybe an in-between is happy spot.
Yeah. Just gotta tune that one little factor.
Makes a surprising big difference. I will add the weights anyway. And we'll see if we can have a bit of a happy medium. I'm curious. Oh, we seem to have fixed the oversteer issue, or not. Whoa. How do you fix oversteer like that? I guess we could go back to 1 and see how that does, because we were doing different in there too. Yeah, it seems like the stiffer the suspension, the more it oversteers. So maybe we've been tuning this wrong variable the whole time. Maybe instead of tuning the weights on the front, we just need to tune the suspension. I'm sure the weights help, but... Okay, it's still too high.
Yeah.
But then now if we go to garage here, let's remove these weights on the front entirely, because theoretically we don't need them. This is the right button. Okay. Theoretically... And we'll just lower it down some more, and we'll go to 0.8 maybe? We still have that extra engine in the front, so that's theoretically also adding more weight to the front. So... Oh, our acceleration's quite a bit lower without those weights. Whoa. Okay. We have handling, but it's not oversteering as much. Garage, we need to turn it down some more. We're getting there, though. I can feel it changing.
You got that force feedback.
Yeah. And I wonder how much the progressiveness would help. And our camber, too. I know real life, a bit of camber can help you steer.
Yeah.
So what's a 1 camber look like? Does it even show us? No, it doesn't show us until we're in. Alright, we'll set it to 1 and we'll see what difference that makes. Actually, you know what? 1 change at a time. 1 change at a time. Because this is how we actually make realistic improvements.
Yes. You're very ambitious.
Okay. It's interesting. I think we need more weight in the front. We took off too much weight. And I think actually it being high up might actually be helping, so... It definitely is helping the acceleration, that's for sure. Yeah. Helps the acceleration. Oodles. Oh. Still slipping. Still oversteering. Just have it still too high. But our handling right now is crazy, so... Back to building. tells us we still got it way too high. So, I don't know. 40? Double check I got them all. Yep. Okay, now we don't seem to be spinning out the same way. Oh yeah, we're getting close. Alright, that's closer.
Yep, you're getting closer.
And now we can actually handle on this corner. Still not great, but versus full steering, that's significantly better. With this knowledge we have learned, we might be able to improve the other one that we were working on earlier to have more handling.
Why don't you just bump up the handling stat?
Yeah. Just turn it up. Woo!
Yeah, just put a few more points in.
Fascinating, though. Yeah, I think we still have a tiny bit more handling than I want because it still oversteers pretty easy. Having more weight in the front does definitely correct for oversteer while reducing handling. And adjusting the suspension adds more handling, but then also adds more oversteer. So there's a balance for sure. Yeah, I can corner that so much better, though. The handling is significantly better than that one, that's for sure. It's shocking to me how much the suspension makes a bit difference like that. Maybe that's the reason why our other one that was heavy was handling so much better. It's because it had the right suspension set up for that weight.
Yeah.
But no, we can actually like take this corner properly now and stay on the road the whole time. I wouldn't exactly call it a excellent execution, but it's not bad. It is weird how this thing straightens out while it slows down. Very weird. I think I liked the version with higher acceleration better.
Yeah. Did you copy your suspension settings over to that one?
I can. Though now that we know this about the suspension, I think we could take that back to our previous, what we were doing before, and make some major improvements there, so. Yeah, every time you shift, it momentarily slows down, so I do think there's such thing as too many gears. Not too shabby. Still not gold, but not too shabby.
Yeah.
So this one had the different gear set? Right, it had that gear set. Okay, let's go to this one, and then changing it to the other gear setup with more acceleration was easy. It's just a simple 1, 2, 3. Bam. Easy. Was there anything else I wanted to change? I don't think so, honestly. I like how it's handling. But let's go back to these guys now that we know that we're doing. So that's that version. So these didn't have enough handling, so that means we need to up the stiffness of the suspension.
Okay.
Because we weren't struggling with oversteer. This will be interesting. The handle's so different. Yeah. Actually, I could stiffen that suspension even more. Get even more handling out of it. Even as it is, this is less than I like, but... My goodness, we're cooking the old record. Okay, go back to the building before I even finish this, because I want to add more force to the front. That's even... because that's just doing wonderful. Wonderful things to our driving capabilities. Might be able to get gold now. My face tracking is not working too well. That's okay.
It's okay. I've noticed some funny business going with that.
Okay, we definitely do just have less handling with... Whoa. Yep, there's the oversteer. We definitely do just have less handling with this design. Simply because of we have the less tires.
That's true.
It's also so much lighter, though. I think it makes up for it as a whole. There's that one place where we had oversteer because of how the terrain shifts, but as a whole, I think this is actually still better than our previous stiffness. Probably the best stiffness is in between, though. This feels a little too hard.
Car.
Whoa, the frames. No.
No.
Yeah, we're good. Whoa. I should not e-brake that. This car handles this corner so much better than the other one, for sure. They're edible? What do hot dogs and gummy bears have in common? They're edible? I don't think I get the joke.
You don't get the...
They're edible.
You see the apostrophes around edible?
I do.
Like air quotes. But they're not quotes because I'm not quoting anybody specific.
Right. I don't get it, though.
Of hot dogs as being the healthiest thing you could possibly eat. And then gummy bears are totally the other healthiest thing you could possibly eat.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Sure. Well, you know what they say, there's a difference between edible and good for you.
Yes, exactly.
Sweet. Yeah, this car definitely accelerates faster. I think it's a bit lighter, although it's hard to tell. Okay. Hey, that's pretty good for this class. Interesting. I like that. That's good. I think I make one more modification on it and go in between those two values. I'm gonna say 1.25. I think that's our sweet spot, really. And... Huh. I'm curious. If we go back to this thing. I love how the extra wheels handle is the thing.
You just need more tires.
Maybe. Maybe. Oh, it won't let me put it there. Right. This thing. Wait a minute, why do I have 4 more of those? Why do I have so many of these? Oh, those are the big tires.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. I was like, hold on.
It'd be quite the car if you actually went with them.
So this will change our suspension setup quite a bit. We need to go, instead of 1.25, we can half that to, what is that? Is that 1.7? No, it's not 1.75. It's 1.625. Or just 65? Yeah. Theoretically, that should be good.
Yeah, 0.625.
Questioning. I don't think that'd be hard. Where is it? 6. Put a 6 in there. They'll spin the same way? Yes, they are. Good. I should make sure these are steerable. Yes. Good. And we might have our new favorite vehicle. Let's see. Acceleration seems about the same. Whoa. Oversteer. So back to building, we need to turn down the suspension.
Yeah, you have way more steering now.
Spring force, probably even as low as that. Copy. Paste. 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 That's a ridiculously low value, but we'll see if it works. Unless, of course, our issue is just dragging on the ground, which might actually be the case. But I don't think so.
We'll find out.
We'll find out soon. Very soon. Oh. Oh, this handle's weird. Now it feels a little too low, but also not at the same time. I don't know what to think of that. It has the weird issue of slowing down makes me go straight again. And oh, you can see how bumpy the road is here. Sure, that's interesting. So it's having the oversteer issue, but it's also got the right amount of handling, so... And it's lacking in handling in other areas. No, I think our version without the extra wheels was better. If I just hit the back button, is it gonna let me undo it? No. That's fine. We will manually do this and do that. That's technically wider than it was before, but... Oh, hold on. We need the suspension to go back to what it was. So that was 1.25 was our happy spot before. Get back to that. Because this suspension setup is not going to do it. Alright. We've already finished that race with that one, so I guess we'll just go with this one now. How are we already 4 seconds behind bronze? Explain. Whoa, this is a weird track. What in the world? Sure. That was actually amazing air control. I landed that so well.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay. Okay. This is a weirdly... I think I'm trying to go too fast on this road for most of these parts. Oh, crunch. Crunch. Good, good. I don't think we could have done that corner with the street suspension that way that bump was. Okay. track is just its own can of worms.
Yeah, it's super sneaky.
This is where those extra tires actually come in handy. I go back to the orange one, or just this track, just because it's so snaky. You don't need as much speed here. That's actually a nice jump. That head bounce was actually very beneficial. That one wasn't.
This game has its patterns.
Oh, I went too fast. Yes, there we go. All right, that's a bronze. And gold time is 4 minutes 21. Oh, you know what? I might be able to do that with that orange car. I am legit curious now.
That'd be cool.
Back to this thing. That's gonna be something. You know what, for this track, I really don't need that high gear ratio. I can go back down to the low one. So I'm gonna go like... Oops, not that guy. Still need this one, please.
I thought you had saved
No, I did
a
not.
different version.
I did not.
Okay.
No, I'm gear ratioing that the wrong way. This way. Yeah, there we go. I think we can get a gold here. Depends how we handle. I remember this thing's very top heavy, but it handled like a dream, so in some ways. The acceleration's just hooks. Whoa. And this is where all these extra gears actually come into place, because now we have the acceleration of the low gears and the option of the high gears. Yeah, this car is so built for this track. We're cooking. This section's so slippy. Maybe our upload. Wow! Okay, that's a reset one.
You know, that's terrible.
Yeah, I think the height on this thing actually makes it handle better. So the center mass being high makes it tip into the tire on the outside more. Which is not an expected effect, but it totally works. It's good for low-speed handling, bad for high-speed handling. Which is very interesting. Oh, soundboard. I forgot you could technically just do that.
Yeah, you put it there for that reason.
Honestly, I never even considered it being used in the streams, but yeah, totally it works.
Now I can impersonate you.
Yeah. Just play recordings of me. That is not too shabby.
That was cringy.
Yo. Gold time. Still 20 seconds faster. That's insane. Top 15% though. Nice. Yeah, the vehicle's good for that track. Very interesting. So what was it we needed to unlock the thing? It needed... Oh yeah, superchargers. Right.
The new,
So...
Harmac Tyrant.
All we have to do is select the right car, because we already have one with that. We just need this guy. Oh, not the tech tree. The career button. Yeah. Oh, look at that. We're unlocking the other engine, too. Based on our previous experience, I expect to cook this monarch.
Like a dino nuggie.
Yeah, like a dino nuggie. Prehistoric is what he is. We're gonna burn him. We're giving him so many burns, he might come out of the oven a little crispy. I think I need to adjust the suspension on this thing. Your ratio on this thing is kind of crazy. Second to third is a crazy drop.
Yeah. For real.
Perfect. Timing that reset definitely saves you so much time.
Yeah.
And it's kind of funny because it turns every single one of those annoying bumps into a skill challenge. Which makes it kind of entertaining. Squeaky.
Yeah, squeaky.
Squeaky. I suppose we're only 18 seconds ahead of the mark, honestly. Yeah,
Yeah, the game's getting harder.
it's getting harder. Wow. Looks like they don't want us to win. Okay. Maybe we won't cut the corner.
That was such a good episode.
Oh, this part we get zooms. Zoomies! Oh, this is a sharp corner. There is no road here. That's interesting. I think it's intentional. Anyway. Finish line. Beautiful.
Very much so.
V8
New
engine.
engines.
Ooh. 82 horsepower. Interesting. All right. Ooh. Okay, that's a low horsepower, but it's got a, or newton meters, but it's got a really high RPM. Ah, it's interesting. Ah.
So it looks like one of those will take superchargers and the other takes a turbocharger.
Probably. Up the spring force. So first I want to see how this handles, I guess, on the next track. We shall see. Oh, this is a dirt track. Oh no, it's not. It's called Dirt Spectacle, but it's all asphalt. Alright. That makes logical sense. Yeah, this is much better handling now that we've upped the suspension. Oh, yeah. Oh, what? That's not 100. I think it must be labeled wrong then. I need to swap the tires for sure.
One thing. You're gonna win the race.
I think so. I think we'll get a silver straight out of the gate with this.
It'd be ridiculous if you didn't.
I think so, yeah. $50. That's pretty insane. All right. Whoa. Whoa, we beat that gold time by a mile. Oh, but compared to other players, we're not actually doing that great. So apparently this is just an easy one. Huh.
You did win the race.
Yeah. That's interesting. All right, well, it is time to take this one? No, this one. And see what we can do with these new motors. Because if we go in here, we can say our, yeah, caps at 5.7, 55 horsepower versus 82 horsepower, 95 kilograms, 65. Okay, so this weight to power ratio is better on this thing. For sure. The RPM is quite a bit lower on this thing, actually. Interesting. So I'd need a different gear ratio for it, for sure. But these might be a good replacement for these guys. 20 horsepower at 30 kilograms. 30 horsepower, 30 kilograms. They are quite a bit bigger, too. Just do a direct comparison. So it's like, does it take up just literally twice the space? Wait. Oh. It takes up quite a lot more. Oh, you can put a turbo on it, though. Oh, you can put a turbo on the other one, too. Is that for a supercharger? Hold on. No. You theoretically, because it's only got one connection point, you could still fit more in here. Yeah. If you do it right, you could be very efficient. Like, instead of having this guy in here, we should have one of these things for sure, because it's only a little more powerful, and it's way bigger, but it's the same weight. You see this 30 kilograms, this 30 kilograms, but it's got, like, 50% more power. So, the more of those we can fit in, the better. I think we need at least 3. Alright, I'll get rid of this thing too. Then... Yep, that works perfect. I thought it was going to be the other way around, but that actually worked. Oh, can I not stick a turbo in here? I cannot. Can I stick a thing in here? I can. Oh wait, are these just not turbo compatible? Oh, these aren't turbo compatible. I thought they were.
Oh. I thought they were too.
Like, at least you stick the turbo inside. Oh, that's a connection point. That's like an output, output, output. Those are all connection points. Yeah, I thought that was turbo compatible, but apparently not. But we're still getting, what? 30 horsepower versus... So, this thing doesn't rate in horsepower. 200 newton meters. At the very top end, the turbos are probably better, but this is better for most of the duration, so I think it's still better overall. I mean, I could just stick a threesome in there and call it a day. And then on this side, put a... Yeah, we'll just connect it there instead. Perfect. Did I just delete something over here? No. Okay. Good. Yeah, now we can stick the 3 guy in here and call that good. And I don't really like connecting this with a spinning rod, but I mean, it works.
Yeah.
To do a calculation here. And that's what it looks like right now. And if we go Z, oh, will not let us undo at this point. Oh, yes, it will. Okay, all the way back on direct comparison here. Wait. Okay. Pretty much identical, just slightly higher spikes with the turbos. So, in reality, all we're doing is moving the weight back by having those new engines. Sad. Actually, I mean, it's slightly better in this high range, but that's such a niche use case. So niche. That's just a shame. Well, What about the big motors, though? And that actually takes up 2 spots. Yeah, the mounting points on this thing are a little less flexible, for sure. Oh, that's actually where the mounting hole is. Nice. And can those be supercharged? Oh, that's not where I expected it to go, but yes, they can. Wouldn't even let me put it there because the engine's in the way. Alright, well, we can do...
yeah.
This could take some pretty major modification by the look of it. Why does it give me every option but the last option? Okay.
I don't know.
Oh, probably because this guy's here. Yeah. Perfect.
We've solved it.
It is a little annoying to me that you can't put those the other orientation. I wonder if I can turbo these. Double turbo?
Double.
Oh,
Yeah.
quadruple turbo. Oh, you can put a lot of turbos on that, actually. So what's that do? I want see my power curve.
Yeah, your power curve's gonna be beautiful.
Wow.
Oh my.
That's interesting. Oh, I'm missing a bar. Hold on. I'm missing I missed something here. I'm like, that doesn't look right. It's not right. There we go. That should fix my power curve. And then I can delete this guy. Okay, try that again. Annoyingly, and now I can't do a direct comparison.
Yeah. Oops.
Is it missing my top gears? Because that's capping out very low.
Yeah, it is.
Huh. Okay, now we can hit Z until we get back to the other version, and we'll see a comparison, I guess. If it lets us go back that many times. Oh, I don't think it will. I think that's the maximum. And...
That's too bad.
oh, I forgot there's no redo button. That's annoying. Well, whatever, we'll do it manually. I should have duplicated this car before I made changes.
Quite a blunder.
And we can do a direct comparison at this point. That's interesting. Very interesting. Makes me think the gears were calculating wrong for the other design. The power is actually higher out down low though, which is kind of fascinating. I don't know what to think of that. Oh, you know what it probably was? Since we moved that back, we didn't add a... Yeah, that's probably... Well, no, because we can still do this here, and then we can just use a shorter... and the guy here... Right, and then... Was it the 7 here? Yeah, there we go. The fact that you put 4 turbos on each of these is a little crazy.
Yeah, it is. It's awesome.
Huh. Yeah, that's not the torque curve I would have expected. Because it's much higher super down low. Oh, admittedly, these engines are naturally a lower RPM engine. I forgot about that. So we need to gear it up to make it equivalent. So what does that look like? It looks like replacing this and moving this guy out. And then grabbing this thing, move it there. Wait. Am I doing that backwards? I'm doing that backwards. Easy swap though. There we go. Oh. Okay, so now we can do a direct comparison between the two. Because we have them saved. Compare it. And let's see what it does. That's about what I expected. Yeah, we have significantly less engines on the other one, so that's good. That's to be expected. But I think that means we have more potential here, because since we have less engines... Oh, wrong one. But only really... if we can make up for it effectively with... I do want to drive it, see how it feels. So let's drive it. Oh, off-road madness. We're gonna swap tires. I don't need to do another off-road race with these tires.
Oh, you'll survive.
Yes, but we shall not thrive. Oh, there's a car there. What? What is going on with the suspension? Oh, our engines aren't mounted.
Oh,
What is going on here? Uh-oh. Dino nuggies make the world go round. Yes. Yes. Indeed. Where's the mounting points on these engines? Hold on. It's not a mounting point for it, is it? No. It is a turbo spot.
No.
Wait, where are the mounting spots? Oh, I see. I'm actually looking right through the whole thing. We don't even need a long one. We just need a short one, actually, because that'll be lighter. Hey, it's bitter. The sound effects. But no, this one actually has a ghost to race. What's its engine setup look like?
Sneak a peek.
That thing is tiny. Whoa. I actually don't know what's powering that thing. Like, legitimate. Where's it getting its power?
It's pedal powered.
It's 2 pistons? That's a 2-cylinder vehicle?
Wow. It's in a whole other league.
It's significantly lighter. It's very interesting, actually. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to garage here. We can tell this design's terrible. Yeah, so we're gonna stop using it. And we're going to delete that. Bye-bye. And go back to this thing. It's nice. And what's the difference between these again? Oh, yes. Okay, and then there's this thing too. We'll go with this one and swap the tires. There we go. I'm wondering if the Cheddar cam actually has just been calibrated wrong this whole time. Probably been I probably have. Let's see. Yeah, it has been. There we go. Now it looks straightforward when I'm looking straightforward. I have my camera off to the side, so a couple days ago I was in a Zoom and I was deciding, hey, why don't I pull up the Cheddar character? Because I was curious if I could actually do that. And yeah, it just works. So I'd use OBS to port it in, essentially, but whoa. No, this track actually has weird bumps. Are we only 1 second ahead bronze? Crazy. Probably because we've optimized this thing for speed, not so much for... I guess it's more of a general purpose vehicle. Okay. I need those.
You got this.
I'm losing against the slow thing because I keep being impatient, I guess.
You're winning.
Bye. Oh, that's a hill. Yeah, knowing the track makes a difference. And not going too fast.
Yeah, it does.
That's kind of a fascinating build to me, though, just how effective it is, despite its simplicity.
Yeah.
This whole time we've been over-engineering, apparently. Bye! Okay, apparently we need a different suspension setup for these tires, because we're oversteering a little. I think it'd be faster if I cut it. Yep, that definitely was faster. $15 seconds. Gold time, yeah, quite a bit more than this. Not surprising. Got silver. Alright. Nice.
Worthwhile.
It's got me wondering if that other vehicle would do better. Then there's older vehicles. Like this thing. Which...
Oh, yeah.
very low horsepower, but it's... for what it was, just worked. It says I made it in creative, but that's only because I last modified it in creative. I didn't actually make it in creative. I am curious what this is going to be like. Okay, I did not corner that well. That is 60 seconds ahead. Fine, hold. Alright. And this thing only has a single gear too, which is kind of crazy. That's just... it just works though. Oh my goodness. We made that many mistakes with that other one. Because we're going too fast.
Yeah.
Alright, well... I see the benefit of a design like this. Wait, can you even get this transparent material anymore? I don't think you can.
Oh, like in the color wheel, or
Yeah, because it used to be a color. I don't think that's a color anymore.
Oh, you should save this. Make sure you keep it forever.
Yes.
You can show it off.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah, I don't think that color exists anymore. There used to be a glass color. I didn't realize I still had anything with the glass color saved.
You said your favorite color is orange.
Yup. That's true. Unless you're talking about Cheddar. Cheddar's favorite color is cyan. Official lore for you.
You did tell me that.
Wait a minute. I could be doing so much better than this. So instead of these little guys, I could just be using a big zap drive, and then I don't think I could fit a second thing in there, but okay, I'm curious. I should make a duplicate of this because yeah, the glass parts or whatever, but oh, I don't have missing parts. Okay, sure. Yes.
The glass is going away.
Yes, I have a version saved with the glass.
Oh, good. Very, very good. I don't have to worry.
Do not fear. I saved the glass. I put it in a container. Shook it up a lot. It's kind of sharp now. Why did you do that? And then instead of these ones, we can do the upgraded ones. Also, they're upside down. That in of itself could be an issue.
Yeah.
I know from his previous experience that can cause issues. So
Historical evidence.
got me curious. What's an analyze on this thing do? All right, and now let's analyze the other version that was the original here. Okay, interesting. Very interesting. Admittedly, I think I know the reason for that. And the reason is because one zap drive is technically pretty much equivalent to those smaller motors. It's just one part instead of three. I think the weight is better though. That's 25 kilograms versus, yeah, 30 kilograms. So one zap drive is the weight of less than one of the other ones, but provides the power of 3, pretty much. Power 32 horsepower, 10 horsepower. Yeah, yeah. If we wanted to, what we could do, say, I want, what's the easiest way to do this? I just wanted the spoiler moved, actually. There we go. Shuffle that back. Shuffle that back. And then we can go shuffle that back. Shuffle that back. This is gonna be kind of a weird design, but I think it'll work. Oh no, because I need to put a zap drive there, so that's not gonna work. Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead for a second. There we go. It's not connected though. Like, I don't think the one that doesn't have the thing in the middle does. Is there? Oh, actually, these might work. Whoops, easy. Mechanical U. Does that have the thing? It does. Alright. So that's not gonna work. Calculate. Yeah. Interesting. So it starts down lower, but continues up much higher. Don't know what these blocks are, but anyway. Oh, that's the tail fins I didn't put back. Wait. There we go. Let's see how that drives on this course. Oh, that's not attached. Ha, you know. That ain't gonna work. Try it again. This is like a kind of an in-between between the two designs. Okay. So that tells me we need to adjust our steering suspension and... Why is the only option is steerable?
I don't know. Maybe it's just not advanced.
Maybe... Oh, you know what? When I first built this car, it was ages ago, so it's probably before an update that actually added those settings.
Aha.
So I need less spring force, so probably... Copy. Oh wait, hold on. I need steerable. Copy, paste. No. Steerable, this one. Then we copy it. And then we paste on these ones. There we go. That should work better. Why my camera backwards? Why is my camera backwards? Okay, I must have tapped Alt while it was loading. And so it stayed in Alt mode. I'm like, what? Interesting, our acceleration's much lower. But as soon as we get to speed... Zoom zoom! Bye bye. Yeah, now we're like a race car. Yeah. Our acceleration's much lower than that thing. We're actually much more controlled because we're so much lighter that we... Okay, I do need more handling. I think I turned down the suspension a little too much. Okay, back to building. I need more handling. So we need stiffers. So... Copy, close. Paste, close. Paste, close. Paste, close. Because that was extremely stable, but just didn't have handling in the slightest.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, this is gold. Whee! Oh yeah, this is it. This is where it's at.
You are. Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm getting a phone call. Hold on. Need to mute. My friend is calling.
Oh no.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
We're good. My friend was like, hey, do you want to hang out tonight? I'm like, sure, that'd be good. So we're gonna hang out later.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I was like, you can actually join the voice chat. Join me while I'm streaming here. You can just chat with this to me, or with me and hollering.
You did the thing again.
Oh, holler. Oh, wait. Which thing? I said holler on.
No.
Did I?
No, that was the thing.
Did I say holler
Yeah,
an?
it's on record. You said hollerin'.
I must be slurring it.
But it's fine. It's on record, so it'll be there for you to look at.
We'll get this sooner and later. Hopefully.
I find it amusing.
It is amusing. This thing's acceleration is lower than their vehicle, but top speed's so much higher. And combine that with having similar handling. It's just like, sure, you can do all these complicated gearing systems, but you don't need it. Wouldn't hurt to probably have one gear at least in this thing, but it adds so much weight that I'm realizing, like, even what we did already with the tires added so much weight.
Yeah, it did.
And it's not really necessary. Ooh, yeah, our lack of torque on that hill really shows up. It's so easy to over-engineer a vehicle in this game.
Simplest solution is usually the best one.
Sometimes, man.
That's why you have to simply over-engineer it.
Simply over-engineer it? Yeah, there you go. Nope, we lost an engine. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, it handles those bumps so much better with it being so much lighter like this. But I think the missing engine is actually making a difference. We are noticeably slower. Okay. Interesting. Fascinating, even. I will add one gear ratio just to see what it does. Like,
One singular.
yeah. So how would I do that? I guess we'd have to have it not connected to that one. Move this out of the way. Move that out of the way for a minute. Mechanical, go in here. I need a connector first. And hold on, I just need to take the whole front of the car and stretch it out a little. There you go. Because now we can just straight up fit a thing in there. That's good. Actually, it's hard to say whether that's a better way to do it or not. You know what's probably better? If I instead do this and this and this. Yeah, what's it clipping with? It's not happy. Why is it not happy? Oh, we have an engine there. Yeah, missed you. There we go. Actually, the way those wheels are connected actually totally works for this setup. So we'll just keep that. And then we'll go mechanical, too long, and add a thing here. And we'll have one. Yeah, we'll do the compact setup. I like the compact setup. It's very handy. So one that just goes directly like so. No, I need the 3 long bar for that. And then one that goes into a big gear, which will be on an axle right there. So that's going to be a 6 long. Right like that. Easy peasy. I love that gearbox because it's so simple. And it's tiny. It just does the job well.
Yeah.
I can shuffle this in, but then I need to attach it on the outside. Still can't really shrink that down more. Because like I have to connect to the outside of it, either way. And that's the same width. I guess what I could do. No way, that totally just works. Alright. I'll have to shuffle this over, though. That's not hard. Shuffle that one. Shuffle this one. I guess just do the whole thing on this side, actually. I should have done that. Same thing with... no, because I won't be able to fit a big gear if I do that. That's fine. We'll just do this then, and we'll put in a gear here. Doesn't need to be connected there. Put the car back in one piece, and then I mean, it's not the prettiest solution. I prefer to just move it back one, but I don't think I can without colliding with that gear. No, I can't. So, I mean, it does the job. Although at this point, we don't even need these long extensions. We could just do a direct plug into there. Like that. Oh, had it. All right, and yeah, that works.
And a car.
It's a car. What's going on here? Oh, I see. I moved the rear spoiler rack accidentally and didn't realize it. And you are now conflicting. There we go. And calculate. Why is it still acting like it has one gear?
Oh no.
Huh? Oh, engine is not connected. Hold on. Something's busted. That should be working. See anything that shouldn't be working.
Well.
Let's connect to the post and... Oh, wait. Did I forget a pin here? I forgot a pin in here. No, it's got a pin. So what's it doing? Power is not getting to the wheels.
Yeah, that spoiler's floating.
I do have spoilers floating. I don't think that'll cause any issues, but maybe it's calculating wrong and trying to drive the spoilers instead of the car. Huh? Huh? That's going through. That's going through there. That's connected up there. That's connected there. That's connected there. And that all does normal stuff. I don't see how power couldn't be getting into the wheels. And it shouldn't be fighting itself, to my knowledge. I don't know. Just try it without that. See if it... Oh, the middle's falling out. Hold up. I saw it. I saw it. Oh yeah, this isn't actually being held into anything. I do.
That would do it.
Like something sus. That would do it. Try that. Yeah, our motor's spinny. Let's add one more little thingamajigger right about there, and another one right there. That should help too. It seems the shift is happening here. I kind of want it to happen down here, though. I don't know how I would do that. Does that mean it needs to be further down the gear train? I think it means it needs to be closer to the wheels where the transmission is, but... do this thing again. This one? Yeah, that works. know that had the opposite effect of what I was hoping. That one bump is the exact same. That's really interesting.
Yeah.
But no, that's lowering our acceleration even more. I need higher acceleration, not lower acceleration, so... I need a big gear here then, which means... Yeah. That's a curious idea. Pretty sure that would have the exact same gear ratio on both gears if I did that, though. Yeah, I don't see any point in doing that. Because it would still be going from big to small. Like, unless I wanted to go small to bigger, which I guess is an option. Like, if I wanted to, I could do this. Put a big gear on it. And then... at that point, we wouldn't need those anymore. What are you unhappy about? Oh, right, you got a conflicting here. So then I would need a 8 long instead. 8? Yes. Yeah, we could do that. So that'll be a much different gear ratio.
Yeah, very much so.
So now we have much higher torque down low, and then before it goes to the high gear. I like that much better. That's much more useful. All right. I think we're gonna do one more race here, and then we're gonna call it a stream for the day.
Oh no.
Yeah.
The inevitable.
This feels a lot more slidey. Very interesting. I don't know why this feels so slidey. It's weird. Like, whoa, it's wishy-washy. Maybe it's because we're on dirt, but still. You know what? I like where the second gear's at. I want the low gear to be higher, which means I can move the whole gear train to be higher. I could do that by doing what I actually did before. Go back to this. And like, that will make it noticeably lower on here, but yeah. I think for most courses, that's a better design. Career. And slippery business? Sure. I think this is a different course, actually. That's fine, though. Yeah, you can see that whole time we were in first gear just slipping, so it's like...
Yeah, so you can't.
So it wasn't actually being useful, all that torque. And though we have a lower torque on this thing, it's so much lighter that the lower torque doesn't make a difference, so we actually still accelerate pretty quick. This thing feels very wish-washy. Oh, audio. Yeah, we were cooking that bronze time.
Oh, for sure. Absolutely.
Might get gold, actually. I'm noticing these later ones are significantly easier. Like, this car only goes 130. But it's just... cruising.
Yeah.
It may not have much engine power, but because of that first gear, when it gets low enough, it really just kicks into overdrive and just instantly gets that speed back. So it's like it'll drop speed, but then it gains it back really quick if it gets too low.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
90 seconds on bronze. Easy. That was easy peasy. Yeah, that was literally average vehicle performance. That's interesting. That's really interesting. This is making me double guess earlier tracks. I'm going to do one more race earlier on. And like... there's no way I'm actually going to win this, but I want to try just because it's worth trying.
Got this.
Whoa, flippy. But no, like there's an aspect of that that actually is just working better. Huh. Anyway, I think that's probably a good place to end off our stream for today. Kind of a good experiment there. So, off to our verse for the day. Whoever dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty. Psalms 91, verse 1. Anyway, guys, that is all for this week's stream. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for joining Mr. Holleron. And we shall see you guys next week at around 2:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Recently, it's been more like 3, so we'll see if that tends to continue. But yeah, see you guys next week, and God bless y'all. Have a wonderful week. Bye.